As you may know, legendary defenseman Pat Stapleton passed away. Stapleton had a great career, so I'm going to talk about it here today. Pat Stapleton was born July 4th, 1940 in Sarnia, Ontario. Stapleton played for the St. Catharines Teepees of the OHA, now known as the OHL. While playing with the Teepees, Stapleton had 22 goals and 61 assists for 83 points in 96 games. Stapleton also won the Memorial Cup with St. Catharines. Stapleton then played a season with the Sault Ste. Marie Thunderbirds of the Eastern Professional Hockey League, and Stapleton had 48 points in 59 games. Pat Stapleton had already signed with the Chicago Blackhawks, but was claimed by the Boston Bruins in the 1961 Interleague Draft. Stapleton began his NHL career in 1961 with the Bruins, and played a season and a half before going to play with the Bruins' Eastern Professional Hockey League affiliate, the Kingston Frontenacs. Stapleton had played 2 seasons in the minors with the Portland Buckaroos of the Western Hockey League. To clarify, the Western Hockey League was a minor pro league. In 1965, Stapleton was named the WHL's best defenseman. The Boston Bruins traded Stapleton to the Toronto Maple Leafs, but the Leafs left Stapleton unprotected, and he was once again selected in the Interleague Draft and went back to Chicago. Stapleton began the 1965-1966 season with the Blackhawks, but near the end of the season was sent down to the St. Louis Braves of the Central Professional Hockey League. Stapleton began his season with the Blackhawks again in 1966-67, but this time he stuck in the NHL. Stapleton played for the Blackhawks from 1966 to 1973. During this time, Stapleton was selected to the second All-Star team 3 times. Stapleton finished his NHL career with 43 goals and 294 assists for 337 points in 635 games. I apologize that I'm going to backtrack a little bit here, but Pat Stapleton was selected to be a member of Team Canada for the 1972 Summit Series. Stapleton is in possession of the puck that Paul Henderson used to score the series-winning goal with. In 1974, Pat Stapleton jumped to the Chicago Cougars of the WHA on a 5-year contract. Stapleton acted as a player coach during his time with the Cougars. He was also selected to be a member of Team Canada for the 1974 Summit Series. This Summit Series was less memorable because it was the WHA Canadians taking on the Soviets. Stapleton was awarded the Dennis A. Murphy Trophy in 1974 for the WHA's top defenseman. The Chicago Cougars folded after the 1974-1975 season, so Stapleton was picked up by the Indianapolis Racers. During Pat's time in Indianapolis, he was named a second-team All-Star in 1976. At the end of the 1976-77 season, the Racers would not honor Stapleton's contract. This resulted in Stapleton playing for the Cincinnati Stingers for the 1977-1978 season. Stapleton retired from playing in 1978. Stapleton finished his WHA career with 27 goals and 212 assists for 239 points in 372 games. After retiring, Stapleton assumed the position of head coach for the Indianapolis Racers. Despite at one point coaching Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier, the Racers folded December 15, 1978. In 25 games, Stapleton coached the Racers to a record of 5 wins, 18 losses, and 2 ties. Stapleton never occupied another coaching position in pro hockey. In 2005, Pat Stapleton was inducted into the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame. I think Pat Stapleton had a very interesting career, and my condolences go out to all his family.